Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go to Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be exploring what is new for home decor over there. And after we go to the store, I'm gonna bring you back home and I'm gonna share with you a small haul of a few pieces that I ended up getting on this day. If you enjoyed this video, I really hope you can consider hitting that red subscribe button down below. And without any further ado, let's just go ahead and go shopping. And we are at Hobby Lobby, and as usual, I am going to include pricing for all the items that I'm showing as well as the reference number. Now, this reference number you can type into your Hobby Lobby app and check stock at your local Hobby Lobby, or you can also show it to any employee at Hobby Lobby and they'll be able to tell you whether that item is in stock or not. And of course, I'm starting in the vase section because I'm seeing some new finds right here. This picture vase was so pretty. I regret I didn't get it. This one right here, I thought it was also very beautiful for $18.99. Now keep in mind that all the yellow tags that you're seeing, which are also the pricing that you're seeing on the screen, means that these never go down on price. So this is the final pricing that you're paying. I also found this Minka Pod dupe from Anthropologie in black, which I've seen before, but I have a surprise on that one, so stay tuned for that. This vase, I thought it was also very beautiful. I'm feeling a lot into these earthy tones rather than the grayish tones, but I still think that these ivory grayish gigantic vases are everything. The shape is so beautiful. I would buy these and paint these, but they still seem pretty pricey to me. And then we also have a plethora of other distressed planters and vases like this one right here. Or this one, I thought the shape was so pretty. I didn't like the texture of the vase, but the shape was absolutely gorgeous. These right here are ones that are new to me. I have seen a few from this collection, or mini collection I would say, but those are the bigger ones. And then this one is one of my top favorites. I actually have it on my living room coffee table with some greenery. It looks so high-end. These planters are ideal for faux trees in your home, and as you can see, the gray one is new. They replace a terracotta color one, but they also have some beige options right here like this one, which I have shared before. I think it's so beautiful. These are actually more affordable in pricing. They're also very nice in size, same as the case with this ribbed and distressed option. This one has been in Hobby Lobby for quite a few years. I think it's a great option as well for any indoor tree that you may have, but if you want a more cleaner look, this other option right here, it's new to me. It's $32 and very elegant. This vase reminds me of one that Hobby Lobby used to have back in the day. It probably is the same thing, or maybe it is a new one. And then I found this other Minka pot, which was a surprise I had. This is actually the same color that Anthropologie sells it, or pretty close. This potted ficus tree is everything. I thought it was a great height and I really love the quality of the greenery. Unfortunately, my camera is picking up the wrong hue of green, but this looks more natural in person and I love that this is such a nice affordable find. Same is the case with this one right here. These Cosmos lily flowers were the main topic of conversation on my last Hobby Lobby video 3 months ago. I love them so much. The more I style them around my home, the more I love them. This right here is an excellent purchase. Then I moved on to this section of trays, and I did find some hidden gems in this section right here, starting off with this brown pedestal tray. Look how beautiful and high-end looking that tray is. The price you're seeing in its screen is before any kind of discounts. These do not have any yellow labels, so they do go on discount eventually. Same as the case with this ceramic pedestal black bowl. These will be great for decor purposes. I also love this distress option. I own one of these in my kitchen. I use it as a fruit bowl and I absolutely love it. This is a great option of the same kind of bowl, and I believe you can source these with the same SKU number or reference number I'm putting in the screen. This one right here, I really love the irregular shape that it has. It's really affordable. It's made out of wood and it's also really light in weight. On the contrary, this other one right here is extremely heavy, really nice in size, also look very beautiful. This one looks very modern, although I don't understand those little handles on the side. And then these little canisters right here can be incorporated into any kind of tray decor. You have a couple of color options. They are very cute and actually new to me, very nice pieces. I have this picture right here. It's a vintage looking piece. I have it in my nightstand on my guest room. It is a really nice piece, and this is another one that you can incorporate into that kind of vibe. Actually, if you want to paint it with a distress technique, I think that'll look good in this piece. These purse vases have been popular, or were popular, a couple of years back, and it's the first time I see one of these in Hobby Lobby. Then I came across this vase, which is one of my all-time favorites. I bought it during the fall season, and I think it is a great item of decor to incorporate for that time of the year. Then I came across these checkered placemats, which I'm like, Hobby Lobby, come on, you're late to the party. Although I still thought they were really cute. I like the color options. Quite expensive though for individual placemats, and it's worth mentioning that this Market Square collection never goes on sale. You have final prices on the tags. I was also really impressed by these marble cutting boards. I love the shape, just kind of smaller in size, but definitely very cute. And I love that each one of these have a different color in the stone, which means you are getting a different piece. Same is the case with these mini cheese boards, and I believe that these will make for such a nice home warming present. I love that they incorporated that little cheese knife in that brass collar. I thought this was going to be a nice piece, and then when I turned it around, I wasn't too crazy about the wood part saying cheese, but this one right here could be another nice option. I love that they're mixing the marble with the wood. This is another set for charcuterie or cheese boards that could be a very nice present to somebody. And then these are charcuterie cones. I mean, look how cute that is. I've been eyeing this Hobby Lobby's piece of wall decor for a while now. I think the art is gorgeous, and I love that they pair it with this matting in this particular frame. This is a new to me art decor piece, and this one, the only thing that caught my eye was the fact that it does not have any glass. It seems to be bare like that with the matting, the frame, and the artwork. This one, I believe it's a love letter, and it's currently on clearance for $4.99. I thought it was really sweet. Then I found this scalloped wicker tray for $17.99 before any kind of discounts. I thought it was a nice find. And then I found this burl wood tray combined with those metal handles. I know that this type of tray is becoming a little bit trendier here and there. I don't love the handles, but I could see what they try to do here. This basket will be absolutely adorable to style with maybe some fruits or maybe some faux flowers or plants in any corner of your kitchen or on any bench. And I found this wall decor piece from the Spring Shop collection of this year. And I apologize about my finger in the lens of the camera. But this one I believe was a very popular find, and I believe this one is on sale for 50% at the moment. Same as the case with this beautiful piece of decor right here. I just wish they would have used warmer tones instead of those cooler tones. And this one right here could be a nice piece of decor. Mind you, the price on the screen is before any kind of discount. I just don't love all the pink undertones that they have going on in there, but this abstract piece could be everything in your modern style of decor. And of course, the fall decor is out already. It is so early. This is just no surprise to me after so many years of filming these. I know that crafters need their materials to start working, and while I'm not covering the fall decor, will say this throw pillow really stood out to me as a non-seasonal decor item. I think it's beautiful, and you can pair it with some other prints in your pillows. Been seeing these canisters in coffee station decor in kitchens, and while I think the design is super weird, I figured, well, I would share them with you since Hobby Lobby came out with their own version of these. All right, and we're back in my house, and I know that I've been posting these shop with me and haul videos back to back, but bear with me because I'm collecting a few pieces to style some areas in my home and work on new projects around my house that, God willing, I'll be sharing with you in the next upcoming months. That being said, let's talk about the pieces that I ended up getting on today's shop with me trip. And the first one is going to be this marble cutting board in that beautiful round shape, and this one is a 12 by 15-inch cutting board, which is not very big, but it makes it ideal at least for the height of my backsplash in my kitchen. To support this in the backsplash, maybe combined with some wooden cutting boards. This has this cord right here that you can keep or cut. I think it doesn't look terrible, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep it or not. Another great option to use this tray is to style your dining table, which is what I ended up using it for. I think it is very clean, very neat. It's not too big, so it's not going to occupy a lot of space, but just enough so you can fit a vase and maybe a couple more functional things that will make sense to have in your dining room. Another great option is to put it underneath your coffee maker machine. I think it'll elevate the space very well around your coffee station. And one thing that I really liked about this cutting board is that all of them are different colors. So I had an option to pick this one up or a darker one. I ended up going for this one because I already have dark countertops, and so I kind of wanted to search for that contrast or juxtaposition. So this one was ideal for me. But if you go to your Hobby Lobby, you may find this in the Market Square section, which is in the middle section of Hobby Lobby. They have kitchen things over there. Those will never go on sale because it's like a year-round collection. And this one retailed for $13.99, which honestly I believe it's such a nice deal. So this one, I think it's a great find at Hobby Lobby currently. The next piece that I ended up getting on today's shopping trip was this beautiful piece of art right here, which I've been eyeing and sharing with you ever since last year, I believe. I've been really loving this piece. I just never got around buying it, but on this day I saw it and I remember how much I loved it and I decided to go ahead and grabbed it. So what I liked about this piece the most is obviously the artwork. And at first I thought whenever I picked this up to put it in my cart that the artwork per se was kind of like stained around this area, and I ended up inspecting every single one at my local Hobby Lobby and they all have that. So I really think it's part of the artwork per se. It does definitely add a little bit of charm to it. This artwork right here is 16 by 13 inches and it has this beautiful matting, and it also has this beautiful vintage looking frame which has some shapes to it, and it also has a gradient of a dark brown and a bronze color, which definitely complements the artwork per se. I bought this precisely thinking about styling it on my fireplace mantle. I think it looks very beautiful with the elements that I have going on in there in the color palette that I have in my formal living room. But of course, this is something that you can use for shelf decor. You can incorporate it into an eclectic wall gallery that I love the idea of so much. In fact, I might end up putting this in my entryway wall gallery as well. And this one retails for $17.99. That is full price. Every other week, Hobby Lobby puts all of their artwork on sale. So it's gonna depend on the timing as to where you buy this piece. I would strongly suggest to check your Hobby Lobby ad in your app or even the website before you go into the store, so you know that it's the right time to go ahead and buy this. But overall, really happy about this purchase, and I'm glad I finally got around picking up this one. The next piece that I ended up getting on this day is going to be the Minka pot dupe from Anthropologie in the beige color. I believe that this beige color resembles much more to the Anthropologie one per se rather than a black or a stark white one, which is what I've been seeing all around stores like Hobby Lobby and Michael's. So I was pleasantly surprised about this one. I'm sure this is probably not new, it's just new to me. And I think it does look beautiful, and I understand the hype about this piece now that I see it in person. This is not a very big vase, but it's very heavy. In my opinion, it seems like a really nice quality piece, and it's going for $5.49, which really prompted me to take advantage of the price because I think it's a great piece to perhaps be used on shelf decor. I bought this thinking about placing it on my shelf that I have in my office right next to my Target lamp that we talked about last week. I just don't think that's the right place for it yet. I will figure out where I'm going to style this. I know I want to incorporate some shelves around the common areas of my house, and I think this will be ideal for that. So for now, I'm going to hold on to this piece, and I think this is one of those vases that look great with or without greenery, and I think that's also very important. So for $5.49, I'm actually pretty happy about this piece. Mind you, this does have a yellow tag, so this never goes on sale, but I still think it is pretty much worth it for this price. The next piece that I ended up getting on this day is one piece that you've seen before in my channel and that I already own, and it's these Cosmos lily flowers. I bought them a few months ago and I thought they were very beautiful and such a nice piece to have, but the truth is that once I started styling it in different areas of my house, I realized how beautiful these flowers can make your space or your decor vignette. And so I thought it was worth it to just grab a few more stems of these. Mind you, these are the off-white ones, not the stark white ones. And I just love everything about these. I have already spoken about these many times before. They look so natural. The button of the flower looks incredibly realistic. And I also really love how flexible these stems are, because that means you can fold each flower to give a messy but natural look into your vase. I actually have these flowers right behind me in that vase back there, and I love them there, but I figured I was really missing them on my coffee table from my family room. So I got 4 more stems to style that vase over there. These usually retail for $6.99, but if you go on the right week, you can score these at 40% off, which I believe was the case for me. So overall, this is just a great purchase to have, and realistic looking flowers like these would always give charm to your space indeed. All right, my friends, that's going to be everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section down below what was your favorite item that I shared with you today, if any. Thank you so much for being here. And without any further ado, I really hope I can see you in my next one. Bye.